We don't need no stinking rapture. I'm going to do this really quick. Revelation 9:4 and Revelation 6:8. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, nor any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. You don't need a rapture if you're sealed of God. You're safe from wrath. You're not appointed to wrath. And not only that, they only have power or dominion over 1/4 of the earth. I think it's in Revelation 9, but it also says at Revelation 6:8, I believe. I looked and behold a pale horse. Trump's on a pale horse. And there's a storm coming. He's coming back to life. So if you're unrepentant, Trump is a threat. If you committed murder, see 9:4, 9 at the end, because they're not repentant of their murders or sorceries, nor their fornication, nor of their thefts. I am. Revelation 6:8. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. So they only have power over 1/4 of the earth, and they only have been given power over 1/3 of men, and those without the seal of God. That sounds like the fallen angels also, that are dragged down with the serpent when he's cast down to the earth. He takes 1/3 of the angels with him, while it's the Pope who owns all the angels on the earth, and those would be the angels that Satan took with him. So it sounds to me Trump is probably battling like Archangel Michael with Satan, and his angels were cast down. It's almost like it's taking place on the earth in a way, because I think Trump's actually going to go after Babylon, Mystery Babylon. If he's a true patriot, he'll take down Mystery Babylon, right? Our oppressors, our tyranners. Anyway, this tells me we have no need of a rapture also, because those that are bringing forth the plagues and the pest, it's in Revelation 9. The four angels, where is it? The four angels were loose, which is the four horsemen of the apocalypse, if I'm not mistaken. And 200 million surrounding Jerusalem doesn't make sense. But it does in Revelation 20, where it says they encompass the saints on the breadth of the earth. So it's not just and the holy city. So it's Jerusalem and the rest around the world. They've encompassed the saints. And I think these horsemen are invisible to us, just like this horse Trump's on is invisible to us. And it's got a strange looking kind of head too. It almost looks like it's got horns on it. There's another one over here with fire coming out. Looks very much like that one. That looks more reddish or palish. You've got a black horse actually down here. When you look at it from afar, it looks like a head hanging down. We also have a black horse with a head up here. It appears to be breathing fire. Seems to be a black horse behind it breathing fire out towards you. The big red horse here has a big mouth. If you look at this just right where its mouth is, it looks like it's got a gaping wide mouth with teeth, like it's screaming or got its mouth wide open, as if it may be breathing fire possibly. I don't know. That looks like the horse of Revelation 6:4. To him was given a large sword, that men shall slay men. And then this guy was given power over 1/3 of men to slay men, because he's the resurrected head of state, son of perdition, from the second head of the second beast of Revelation, the United States. And where the carcasses lie, there be the eagles be gathered. And it was the eagles that carried many to safety and fed them. That's why they've been come into America, and maybe even the past, so that they are taken care of for this period. We don't need a rapture. We are saved from wrath through him. See, this is basically my understanding is God is putting the pressure on for those who have not the seal of God, who have not repented. It comes down to that, because we're at the end. It has nothing to do with theologies or anything. We are in the book of Revelation, and most of these things are unseen to us. Most of these things spoken of are basically unseen. They're happening in the air, the heaven, or something like that. That's why they appear in smoke and fire and earth, i.e. visions, Acts 2:17-19. So like the Clintons and fake CNN and those who use the book of nature, the book of sorceries, divinations, and the lesser gods of nature. Now, that's the book of nature Hugh Ross speaks about. Nor their other fornication, that would be the idolatries of the abominations of the mother of the abominations of the earth, which is idolatries, adulteries, incest, and has nothing to do with sexual immorality that I can discern. That has to do with turning away from God and believing in idols and statues and graven images and brass and silver and all that stuff, nor of their thefts. So this is all designed, and when they are unrepentant, when Trump comes back, then they're going to start being killed until they repent. If they don't repent, well, you're just not going to repent. So we don't need no stinking rapture. We're already safe from wrath. And those horses of the apocalypse and all that only come on 1/4 of the earth because they only have power over 1/4 of the earth, and they only have power over 1/3 of men. So if you have the seal of God, you ain't got nothing to worry about. There were certain teachers who would hurt the children any way they could. Godspeed.